Bros Productions is proud to present Kansas City Jets High School Travel Hockey. Kansas City Jets Hockey is brought to you by the Bortnick Law Firm, Donovan Service, Edward Jones Investments, Gladstone Automotive Group, Goodwin Homeworks, Jeremy Franklin Automotive, the Kansas City Ice Center, Kansas Financial Resources, KC Ice, Minding the Gap, Myers Brothers, Packer Fastener, the Midwest High School Hockey League, and Beck Bros Productions. Now, Kansas City Jets Hockey.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome out to Mason City, Iowa. The Mason City Arena. Joel Becker and Gary Scamona here on Kansas City Jets Hockey. Jets set to take on the Mason City Mohawks. The JVers did get a couple of goals, but unfortunately dropped another one-goal game, 3-2, after giving up a late goal in the third period.
Yeah, it's a heartbreaker for them. It was an unfortunate goal. It was a funny bounce to come off the backboard, and their guy was right there. Unfortunately, we didn't have a backside defenseman there to block him. It's an easy goal, 3-2 win for them.
This is a Veterans Day presentation that they're doing here at Mason City. Wanted to give you an opportunity to see the festivities out here. Veterans Day, of course, is Monday, and a lot of Veterans Day parades going on today.
Yeah,
despite some of the wet weather.
Yeah, great day for the veterans. Swear to God. Honorary puck drop with the two captains out there for Mason City and Kansas City. Very nice event. Awesome. There we go. Awesome.
Good to see
right.
Josh Makowitz has made it.
Josh Makowitz did make it in time. He had a touchdown last night, a 21-7 win. Now they go play, I think, Blue
Valley West.
Yeah. Who is the number 2 seed.
Yeah. It's going to be a tough one.
No upset so far in that class. I see the top 4 seeds are in the semifinals. So.
Yeah, Gardner Edgerton's playing Blue Valley Northwest.
Right. So obviously, and then we're playing Blue Valley West, and then Josh is okay. So yeah, it's we'll see how it goes. I hope he wins, but if he doesn't, then I guess we'll get him back permanently.
So we will do the best job that we can. So obviously on the varsity side, they're hoping to continue, a pretty good weekend last weekend, obviously with Quad Cities in, and we'll see how they if they can sort of keep up their play, taking on the Mohawks this weekend.
Yeah, that's what we do. We got to be able to do that. Looks like Jocelyn Letterman's in that. She used to be a Waterloo goalie. She transferred from Waterloo.
Yeah, Jocelyn Endelman.
Endelman, yeah. Looks like her brother Jordan's was number on the JV team. So, she was a goaltender over there at Waterloo, and must be, Waterloo and Mason City are close. So they kind of, players go back and forth sometimes where they play for. Same with Cedar Rapids. So she is here with Mason City and playing today.
Looks like the Dane Kaufman line getting set to go for the Jets, who will be moving from the right to the left here in this first period of play. Max Lang to take the draw against Dane. As we're just about set to go, 3-man officiating crew.
They're trying to get the game sheet finalized.
More fun with the new website.
Oh, they got to set the clock to 17 minutes.
That would also be helpful. Be a really short period otherwise. And we are underway here in Mason City.
There was a horn. I don't know if they're trying to stop play or not, but obviously
I don't think so. Yeah. As we get started on this one, and Lemke with the puck, got it ahead. And Kaufman back to Lemke, and in the middle looking for Brody Lee. Didn't know the puck was behind him.
Yeah, he didn't see the puck for sure.
And so it's going to be Goodwin sending it across to his partner, and then Bloom made a bad pass. It was picked off, but luckily for the Jets, Goodwin was over there to really cover up with it. Here's Kaufman trying to work in. He overskated. It goes along the sideboards, tried to send it down low looking for Lee, but that pass was picked off, and the Mohawks back the other way.
Varsity team has a little bit more skaters than the JV team did, but I'm noticing a couple kids are the same, varsity and JV. Several swing players on this team, where we have just one today. Norman Jackson is playing varsity, who played the JV game too.
All righty then. Isn't his name Jackson Norman?
Yeah, right. I got it the other way around. Hey, okay. I'm 64 years old. I could say it backwards once in a while.
Okay, Joe.
Yeah, there you go. I'm not that bad.
Delayed offsides, and the Jets get.
I don't think.
I hope not.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I can tell you aren't.
Yeah.
Boy, could you imagine him trying to do a hockey broadcast at this? Ooh, that would not go good. Although he's going to have a lot of time on his hands.
Well, exactly. Absolutely.
All right. Makowitz kept it in there for a moment, but the Mohawks work out to center ice. We played a minute and a half here. Long shot. Peterson was going to go wide, and Pedersen makes the glove save, although it was going wide of the net anyway. Left it for Makowitz. Now the Mohawks take it away again. Fanned on a shot, but then across, and they score. Boy, some sloppy play for the Jets in their own end, and that cost them early. They trail it 1-0.
Uh-oh. Yeah, 27 Barber. Here's their best player.
But again, that's pretty inexcusable here, as they had the opportunity to clear this puck away, and then it actually went to another place. Nice pass across the crease, and obviously nothing that Pedersen could have done there.
No.
To change anything, and so early on in this one, it is a 1-0 Mason City lead. The good news is there's a lot of time to come back.
Yeah.
In this game.
Well, the first goal the Jets have given up in 2 games, so.
Krugel sent it ahead, and now here's Whitrock trying to work in a shot, and a save by Endelman. And the puck came right through the crease there. Nobody there for the Jets.
Well, actually, Norman got a puck on it, but it was
stick. You mean
stick on it? Yeah, but it was not a tough shot.
Right, that's what I meant. That after he shot it, it was sitting on the crease.
Right.
Pedersen makes a save on that one, and that was when hopefully somebody could have tapped him, and nobody was there. 14:18 to go here, first period. Appreciate you tuning in with us here on the Jets Hockey Network. Sorry about the problems we had in the first game. I think we've got them all sorted out now. Seems to be going okay here.
I don't think we have any Mason City. I look across. Looks like Mason City is webcasting the game from their booth. So
yeah, I think they just did the.
They just don't do JV.
Yeah, they're JV. So I guess that means you don't have to give your disclaimer, Homer.
Not today. Not this time.
Not the second game, yeah.
Yeah.
So early deficit for the Jets. We'll see if they can turn things around as Kaufman gets kicked out, and Lemke will take this draw from the neutral zone. Mohawks and Lang won it pretty cleanly. Comes back out to center ice. Bloom. He lost it again. And Relo trying to work in the other way. Relo with some speed. A shot right on, and a save by Pedersen. And he will hang on.
Well, they got a lot of JV guys playing in this game.
Yeah. Well, they don't have a huge, long roster just in general. I mean, it's not bad or anything. It's not like a 15-man roster or something like that, but it's not like a huge, and you never know, it could be
29.
Yeah, which is not bad, but
might be some guys hurt too.
Right, that's
because they only had 11 skaters on the JV game.
Yeah, and it could just be the stuff's going on, holiday weekend, I suppose. Lemke with it. He tried to play it ahead for Lee. Thought that Lee might have been offsides, and a long shot goes wide of the mark and picked up by Hansen to go back the other way for the Mohawks. Comes out to center ice. Goodwin runs into his man, but it is carried on. And then Kaufman came over and took it away. Puck along the near side boards, and Kaufman plays it across on the right side for Lee, and he'll just tap it in as the Jets change behind the play. The low ball line coming out.
Remember last year, Joe, Mason City, I think, took us overtime. Didn't we lose one game in overtime last year up here, I think?
I can't remember. It could have been.
I know they were both close games.
Yeah. Eklund sent it down low. Now here's Lowball with it. Back of the net. He'll come out the far side. Just try to keep it in the corners, being double teamed over there, and the puck squirts out to center ice. Ignatyev. He will dump it in. Jets finishing off the change that they were doing. Puck along the near side boards. Makowitz able to knock it down there at the left point. Lowball comes over to try and lend a hand, and it comes loose, and Lowball will dump it in deep. 4.5 minutes gone by here in the first period. Jets already trailing 1-0. Puck sent the length of the ice. They say no icing, as it perhaps tipped off of Ignatyev's stick. It was a bouncing puck. And now back the other way. Ibis tried to get it to Lowball. That pass failed to click. Then Lowball almost took it away. But the Mohawks able to get it out to center ice, and they come back the other way with it. Bieber played it on goal, and Pedersen will cover up on it. not much of a shot, but seemed like he wasn't
They're going to give him one, though.
I mean, it was a shot on goal. If he hadn't stopped it, it would have been in.
So
I just meant that he didn't really look all that comfortable with it.
Right. 5 shots for them, 1 for us so far. So obviously Mason City getting a little better of the play right now.
So Loba, line stays out there. They do change up D as Elam out there along with Arnold. And Loba rings it around on the far side looking for Ibis. In his own zone, went off his stick and played in front. Then Cervantes played it in the corner. They tried to center it, but that was picked off and back the other way. Eklund sent it ahead on right wing for Ibis. Makes a move, and he gets knocked down. That's going to be a penalty.
That's going to be interference.
Yeah, absolutely an interference call as he was
trying to go around him.
Without the puck. And the Jets will at least get a power play with an opportunity to hopefully get back in this game.
Right.
Trailing 1-0, 11:45 to go, first period. So,
little power play switch. He's got Ibis out here in the point now.
Yeah.
With Kaufman and Lee. Makowitz will be in front. And Goody's going to...
He's got the right point.
Got the right point. We used to be the left, so see what we got here. I bet you they
It's interesting to put Ibis, back at the point. I mean, certainly he has the speed to get back in case something goes the other way. But at the same time, it almost takes away his ability to rush.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, there's some sort
trying
of a
to get it up.
Yeah,
my guess would be Ibis they're going to go from the left side instead of the right side, and Ibis is going to run this.
We shall see as he picks up the puck along the near side boards. Harry left it for Kaufman, then in the corner, back to Kaufman on the half boards, now to Ibis. He walked the line briefly, got it to Kaufman, sent it down low again. From the half boards, a shot right on. Endelman the save, and she will hang on for a face-off. Unfortunately, saw that one all the way, shot it right at her.
They are running from the right side, even though Kaufman is a left-handed, so that's kind of...
So face-off to the right of Jocelyn Endelman. They play it up the boards. Ibis with it at the left point. Off the half boards, now down low. Tried to center it in front. He had Goodwin coming in, but couldn't get him to pass. Now here's Kaufman again. Now back to Kaufman. Left point for Ibis. Walks the line, shot, and that one didn't get through. But then here is a shot, and up over the glass and out of play off the stick of Goodwin. And we get another face-off. We'll see if they want to change power players.
I thought that one off Makowitz. No? Okay.
Nah. It'll stay in the zone. Minute 14 left to go in the man advantage for the Jets. They have gotten at least a couple shots here. One credited on the power play. Jets can't get the draw, but Lee picks it up back of the net. He plays it back around left point for Ibis. He'll walk the line toward the middle. With speed to the right side, he'll just send it down low. Makowitz tried to get over there. Now comes into the near corner. Lee back out to Ibis. Ibis a shot. Redirect in front. Makowitz did get a stick on it. Couldn't get it on goal, though. It's kept in right point. Then a shot by Ibis. That was wide of the mark.
I would like to see Lee just shoot that there.
They didn't really have good control of it. Kaufman overskated, and then the Mohawks send it the length of the ice with now a little over half a minute left to go in the power play. Ibis will, if you'll forgive the pun, turn the Jets on and head up ice. Unfortunately, overskated, and then the Jets lost it and was taken back out. Now here's Whitrock. He tried to play it ahead for Makowitz. That failed to click. No, there's no short-handed.
Too far down. Too short.
Short-handed for another 10 seconds.
I thought the penalty ended, but
not yet. Krugel with the puck through the middle of the ice. He was poke checked. It's carried on by Whitrock. He'll work in. Playing Whitrock in on goal. Sharp angle shot, and is wide. Almost tried to go for that wraparound. And are we getting a too many men call? We did get a whistle. And the linesman was pointing toward the bench. I think he may have wanted to call too many men there. I don't know if they'll end up getting overruled by the referee, but I'm pretty sure that's what this
discussion is.
Too
many men on the Jets?
No, it would be on Mason City, but they're just going to have a center ice face-off. Okay. So I'm not sure exactly what that was all about. he's having a talk with their bench. So I don't know what. Maybe he thought somebody had come on and somebody else had come off or something like that. But at any rate, 5 aside as the Jets will dump it in. 9.5 minutes to go here, first period. Mohawks on top 1-0. Puck along the far side boards. It comes loose in front. It was Krugel who almost got a stick on it, but it was knocked away. And then Hintermeister played it all the way down into the other end.
Oh, Arnold's going to get interference.
Boy, that's a pretty tight call. Max Lane was going toward the puck, and it was in the general vicinity. He did hit him.
Right.
But a lot of times you don't see that sort of thing called. But you did here. So the Jets, after an unsuccessful power play, will now find themselves shorthanded. And we'll see what they can do, if anything, with it here. Mohawks need to get one more power player out there. As Faber hits the right wing side, and it's a face-off win for Mason City. Hansen plays it down low. That goes back to the net. Makowitz plays it to the far side, but it went off a stick and out of play. That wouldn't look like it went off a Mohawk stick, but I think they're going to keep this in the zone anyway.
Looks that way.
So just 9 seconds go by on the man advantage, and we'll get a little whistle and a face-off.
No, I decided to take it out.
Yeah, now they are. I was going to say, that's what I kind of thought was what was going on. And so we'll see what we get here. As off the face-off. Lemke tried to go ahead with it. Puck along near the line, and now finally it comes away, but a good job of wasting some time. Half a minute gone by in the power play as Makowitz sends that the length of the ice. So Lane Hansen will try and set things up in front of his own zone. Pass that was knocked away by Lemke, and Hansen again with it. Left wing pass.
Going with the big line now.
As Bieber trying to work in. He was knocked down by Makowitz, ended up on top of the puck, comes loose, and Makowitz able to get it out to center ice. Down to 50 seconds to go in the man advantage. Jets will clear at the length of the ice again. Out of the net, Endelman. She'll just leave it behind the net as they try and work things out. Krugel over there to get in the way, but Mohawks do gain the zone. Goes into the near corner. Over for it is Medlin. He'll play it over for Carney. Back of the net. Now all the way back out to the point. Shot. Oh, that was tipped in front off the stick of Dylan Bieber. Goes along the near side boards. Makowitz will ring around to the far side. Krugel comes over, and he was able to tip it out. Took a hit, but paid the price to send it the length of the ice. Take 10 seconds left to go in the power play. Puck in the Jets' end, and Goodwin has it. He'll take his time, play it ahead for Kaufman. Went off his stick. Jets have killed it off. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. Puck sent the length of the ice. No icing here as they ruled Goodwin could have played it. Kind of turned the wrong way.
Yeah.
Lemke plays it up the near side boards, and Kaufman center rink wide for Lee with a step. Ooh, nice little sweep check just at the last second there by Peterson.
Yeah, it was a nice play.
And we'll continue.
He's a big boy too. Tall boy.
He is at that. All right, so Kaufman, another lead pass looking for Lee, trying to work into the zone all the way into the far corner. Peterson takes him to the end boards. Puck still loose now in the near corner, or far corner, excuse me. Peterson picks it up. It was kept in by Eklund. A couple of players fall down on the far side in a heap. Bloom unable to keep that in at the left point. All the way back into the Jet zone, and Aiden Goodwin will send it up ice. Kaufman will dump it in late on a shift. Who bounced in on goal. Edwin had to be alert on that one. Eklund knocks that puck down, and it's tipped the length of the ice. An icing call coming up against the Mohawks. Face-off will come back in the Mason City end. 6:02 to go here in the first period. Mohawks with the only goal so far.
Let's do 5-3 on shots.
Yeah, it's been a while, although, again, the Mohawks had a whole power play.
Right.
And the Jets did a pretty good job of keeping them
They didn't even
away.
get a shot.
Yeah. Goodwin's shot was blocked to the defense, and now it comes back the other way with some speed, trying to work in Carney. And a nice play, except we're going to get a penalty. Bloom took it away, but behind the play, a hooking call is coming up against Goodwin, who got beat and had to take a penalty. So the Jets will go back shorthanded once again.
Not playing too sharp right now, Joe.
5:50 left, 5:51 on the clock here in the first period.
Gotta get those bus legs out of him.
It was a long bus ride.
Yeah.
Medlin at the point. He walks the line, sends it over on the far side point. They play it into the near corner. Makowitz will play it around. It was stopped at the point, and Lee couldn't get it out.
That
As
was
he
a nice
tried to
play by Bieber to keep it in.
I assume.
That one didn't keep in.
Yep, and he goes the length of the ice. Edelman actually has to make a save on it. Don't know if they'll give us a shot for that or not.
I'm going to say not.
Not so far. But at least a half a minute's gone by on the power play. Mohawks will dump it in. Makowitz after Fort in the corner. They'll ring it around far side. Once again, they keep it in. And Lee this time able to kick it out to center ice. Medlin with it there. He goes for a skate in the neutral zone. It's played ahead. And Lang will just play it back in his own zone.
Keep forgetting there's two scoreboards. I can look up over to my left instead of just my right.
So Mohawks dump it in. Minute to go in the power play. Makowitz over there along the near side boards in the corner trying to tie it up. Relo, a wraparound attempt. Pedersen was over there and the Jets clear it. And now with speed, here's Ibis trying to catch up to the loose puck shorthanded. He'll work behind the net. Comes out the far side, pulls up. He rags it along the boards to try and waste some time. And then he takes the puck away from Peterson and on goal. Shot, and he scores. Harry Ibis. A shorthanded goal, and he ties it at 1.
And that's like our fourth one this year.
Well, the way he skates, that is probably going to be a regular occurrence, it would seem. Let's take a look at this play, because he did a great job in the first place. He sort of ragged along the boards, and then as it comes out here, nice little pickpocketed, and then walked in front. We'll take another look here real quick. So as the Mohawk player came up the boards, didn't know, had a little stick lift, took it away from him, walked in front, and then beat Edelman on the far side.
Just a rifle.
Yep. There's still 19 seconds left to go on the power play for the Mohawks.
That could have been a trip on Mason City there.
Puck sent into the Jets' end. Makowitz back for it. He sends it the length of the ice as the penalty is about to expire. And Goodwin is out of the box. So we are knotted up at 1 here in Mason City. Jets end
That's
up.
going to be an icy.
Yeah, this time it was well after the penalty was over.
The Jets got what, two or three shorties last weekend, 2 in 1 shift.
Yeah.
Almost got one there. Kaufman almost got one there. Would have been a 2 in 1 shift again.
Yeah. So they probably feel like they could be doing better on their power play, but their penalty kill is certainly firing on all cylinders so early on in this one anyway.
All right. Well, we don't want to have any more of those penalty kills.
That would be nice. Off the face-off. Whitrock, it came to the side of the net. Mohawks dangerous here. They play it back out to the point. Long shot. It was tipped, but luckily took enough off of it that Pedersen was able to adjust to the redirect and makes the catch.
Yeah.
Ready for center field.
Yeah.
Teams at 5 aside. 3:26 to go first period. All knotted up at 1. Whitrock on the draw. It was won by the Mohawks. Puck loose, though. It was poked away. And trying to work ahead with it, Norman, but he had it knocked. He just sort of overskated.
I think he just overskated it, yeah. Yeah, a lot of Jets are, I guess we're not used to this ice. We're doing a lot of overskating today.
Yeah.
JV and varsity.
Feels like they did that last time we were here, too.
Yeah.
That's one thing about playing in an arena like this that gets so much use by really, tough skating teams.
Right.
Sometimes there's some pretty bad ruts and things like that are in the ice. Well, that puck came out to center ice, but the Jets do tag up. Under 3 minutes to go. Back forward is Hansen for the Mohawks. Left it behind the net. Krugel over there couldn't get a stick on it. Now Whitrock does. Plays it back in the net for Krugel again. He went between his legs. He was looking for Norman, but it wasn't anywhere close to him.
Right.
And the Mohawks able to clear it. Bloom
I think it was one of those. He was hoping somebody was there.
Yeah, kind of a blind attempt. Goodwin sends it right side. He was looking for Norman, but that was a little too much pace on it. It'll end up being an icing call.
I can make this look good if I go between my legs, if my guy's there.
It's one of those things where if it works out, you say, oh, I knew he was there.
Yeah, right, exactly. I remember one time Sammy was passing. I said, Sammy, how'd you make that pass? He goes, I was just hoping he was there, Dad.
Although, that's one of those things about, about playing higher level hockey. Long shot by Bieber was caught. As Pettersson saw that all the way.
Like he should have been there. I was just hoping he was.
Well, it's one of those things that it can really annoy me when I'm playing beer league hockey because the lower level shifts, I never know where anybody's going to be because they don't know what they're, and what's really nice is when I am playing higher level, when I play like, Sea Gold or something like that with the Blues, then I can blindly put things somewhere and know that somebody's going to, be there to get it.
Right. Oh, just a little bit off his.
Eklund with the puck. He'll work into the zone. Boy, that was awfully close to being offsides. Shot right on, a save by Endelman.
I'd like to see Cole get off this knife and get one.
Yeah, he's been struggling.
He's been struggling to get one.
Little snake bit.
Yeah.
Oh, this play is offsides. It's a delayed call. I don't think he knows he's offsides, as they do blow the whistle. That was Hintermeister.
Right.
For the Mohawks, who played in the JV game. And he had put himself offsides by skating in ahead of the puck. But down to 1:43 left to go in this first period.
Joe, isn't it nice to be in this rink compared to the old fairground?
Absolutely.
Oh, we'd be on a wiggly platform and about 5 degrees below zero.
Yeah, that part I don't like so much.
Yeah, the wiggly back.
Well, either one of them.
Yeah, it was cold there. And it was wiggly.
I will say, have you been over to the new domed-in area of KCIC? The new roof?
Yeah, it's cold over there.
Oh, it is freezing. 2-on-1. Trying to work into the zone. Carney with it, a shot, and a save by Pettersson as he decided to shoot himself.
Yeah, it's cold over there, and
low ball back the other way.
I thought you were going to ask me if I've been over to Blue Hawk yet.
Trying to work in. Pass it across. He was looking for Ibis. Couldn't quite get it to him as it was stopped in the defense.
Right.
Last minute of the first period.
Yeah, I thought you could ask me if I've been to Blue Hawk yet, and the answer is no.
I haven't been there either.
I don't think I'll ever get there.
Really?
I got no reason to go there.
Yeah, I guess not. Ibis pulls up in the corner. He's double teamed. Down to 40 seconds left to go. Yeah, my theory is they put that roof on there to make it colder.
Oh.
Because it is cold. Cross corner
on there, yeah.
At least at KCIC. Here is Goodwin. He played it ahead. Lemke couldn't get it out. It was gloved down Bieber. A shot off the stick of Bloom and into the corner.
Got to ask Mike about that. Mike, how come there's no heat on that second ring?
Not sure if he knows the answer to that question.
I think he knows.
One thing I can tell you, big hit on Lemke as he got to the line, but Kaufman carries on. He'll go back to the net.
7 seconds. I don't think he's going to get a shot off.
No, he was trying to see if he couldn't put it in front. And 2 seconds left, and that's going to do it.
All right.
One thing I can tell you is probably not a whole lot of figure skaters over there on the outdoor rink because hard ice like that they don't like.
No, true.
So we go to the end of the first period of play, and each team with a goal. They'll go to the locker room 1-1 here at the Mason City Arena. So each team with a goal so far. They'll have a few minutes to think about it, and we'll take a break, come back. Here's your Jets sponsors for this year, and first period intermission coming up on the other side here on the Jets Hockey Network.
Grab your favorite teddy bear and bring your whole family out for a night of fun, charity, and community, as the Kansas City Jets will be hosting the second annual Teddy Bear Takeoff. Kansas City Jets, the area's premier high school hockey team and defending Midwest high school hockey champions, will be playing the Des Moines Oak Leafs on November 30th at 5:10 p.m. at the Kansas City Ice Center. All teddy bears and proceeds collected will go to local charities that serve children in need. Admission is free. So come out, bring the family, and bring teddy bears or plush toys, and watch them take off.
Woohoo! Jeremy Franklin here from Jeremy Franklin Automotive. This week, everyone's talking about my sale. Why? Down payments are just $2. Woohoo! Trade-ins, I'll pay up to $4,950 over appraised value, even if you owe too much. Woohoo! Why am I doing this? Because it's summer, I'm excited about life, and you should be too. Woohoo! Now let's all say it together. Woohoo! It's my most outrageous sale ever, but only for a limited time. Call today, come in today, whatever you do, don't delay, because today's the day. Woohoo! Is your credit PU? You'll scream woohoo when we approve you. My one and only for the people credit approval process is the real deal. Woohoo! So get a nicer, newer car for just $2 down. And bring in your old clunker and get up to $4,950 more than what it's worth. Woo-hoo! This month only for the first 71 customers. I'm Jeremy Franklin. Come see us at Jeremy Franklin Automotive, South Kansas City. Call 816-523-6900 or jeremyfranklin.com. jeremyfranklin.com, where you'll always be another satisfied customer.
Call 816-595-9000 for terms and conditions.
How you doing? Richie the Iceman Zamboni here for Kansas City Ice Center. You know, my mother always told me, Iceman, there are 3 things every kid should know. How to ride a bike, how to make mac and cheese and not interrupt my soap opera, and how to ice skate. Well, the Iceman can't help you with your culinary difficulties with your children, but Kansas City Ice Center can sure get you going with those ice skating lessons. Send your kids to Kansas City Ice Center, and they'll be skating like they grew up in Alaska in no time. Kansas City Ice Center on Johnson Drive between 435 and K7 is setting up group lessons now for kids of all ages. And when kids are skating, they ain't getting into no trouble. They're having a good time and they're making new friends. Kansas City Ice Center on Johnson Drive between 435 and K7 and online at kcicecenter.com. Put your kids on ice at Kansas City Ice Center. It's cool.
I've been in a lot of locker rooms over the years, and you want to know who has the biggest nuts in town? Packer Fastener. I'm talking nuts, bolts, screws, everything commercial contractors and fabricators need, Packer Fastener has it. With the fastest growing threaded fastener inventory in the Kansas City area and more. Tools, safety supplies, abrasives, you name it. Plus, they ship anywhere in the U.S. with hella speed and accuracy. So don't get caught with your pants down. Get the job supplies you need when you need them. Shop PackerFastener.com. This Jets webcast is brought to you in part by Donovan Service, Edward Jones Investments, Gladstone Automotive Group, Goodwin Homeworks, KC Ice, Kansas Financial Resources, Myers Brothers, and Minding the Gap. Each week in public schools, Minding the Gap volunteers mentor children, host a Bible club, and encourage teachers so that children become better readers today and discover hope for tomorrow. Thanks to all the sponsors and supporters of Kansas City Jets hockey.
Welcome back out to the Mason City Arena. Joel Becker and Gary Scavone here on Kansas City Jets hockey. Jets and Mason City Mohawks. We are in the first period intermission. And the Jets and Mohawks are all knotted up at 1 apiece. I'll give you some highlights, I guess. Let me see here. So it was Mason City that struck first in this one. It was relatively early on. We'd only played less than 2 minutes into the game. And it was kind of a bit of a broken play, something that the Jets really probably would like to have back. So here you have that situation. We'll move in a little bit so you can maybe see this a little bit better. So there you go. So here it comes, and it was a nice little step up there to make the check by Makowitz. but the play was carried on, and it turns into a little 2-on-1 down low there. So Josh unfortunately took himself out of the play, basically. And the guy who was left over was not even a defenseman. Goodwin wasn't anywhere near. It's Lemke there. Or, excuse me, no, that is Ignatieff. So he is a defenseman. I apologize. But he set up a 2-on-1. He tried to go down to block it, but, he really didn't. If you're going to do that, the only way that's going to be effective is if you can actually get your whole body on the ice. Going down like that is most likely not going to stop it. It was a nice pass across and the one-timer in past Pettersson, and obviously nothing he could do about that one. As far as the Jets are concerned, maybe I can follow this one in a little bit closer as well. So this is the second goal. And actually, we'll go back here. So that's Ibis. And he's going to eventually lose this. He stops in the corner and, eventually goes up. But what's the great play is coming up here. So let's see if we can't move even in a little bit closer. I know it's tight to the door, so it's kind of hard to see. But watch him as he comes up, and nice little pocket pick here. As he takes the puck away from the Mason City player right there. Took it right away from him. That was, I believe, Peterson. And then uses his body as a shield. Steps in front. And the rocket past Jocelyn Endelman to tie the game. And so that is how we got to where we are, which is even up at 1 apiece. So we'll take a break here. It is Veterans Day after all, so I think we'll do our own little Veterans Day bit here. This one is called Come On Boys Over the Top. It's our little Heartland memory from David Lewis. We'll be back with the second period coming up after this on Kansas City Jets Hockey.
Hi, I'm David R. Lewis with Theater of the Mind. Thanks for stopping by for another of my Heartland memories. I want to start this piece by saying that I have a great deal of respect for those men and women who have served or are serving our country in the military. My grandfather fought in France and Germany during World War I, my father on Iwo Jima in World War II. I myself spent a full day and a half in the United States Air Force. I certainly appreciate those who have given even more than their lives, who have had their minds disrupted, deleted, or even destroyed because of the horrors of war. At age 14, I took employment as a bass clarinetist with the Elks Band, a group of fine concert musicians who played in various locations throughout the heartland of America. Our repertoire consisted of classical pieces, the occasional show tune, and patriotic numbers by John Philip Sousa and his ilk. One fine Sunday, all 32 of us climbed aboard the bus and headed for Danville, Illinois, to play a concert at the VA hospital. The director rose to his feet as we neared our destination and cautioned us about the upcoming venue. "We'll park at the back of the auditorium," he said. "Go directly inside. Do not look around. Do not leave the group. Do not talk with any of the inmates." Inmates? I thought. "I'll pass out playlists when we get set up. The program will be very docile. When it's over, pack up and get back on the bus as soon as possible. If there is any trouble, stay together. There's safety in numbers." Safety in numbers? I wondered. I was sitting next to the bassoonist, Long, a member of the band, who explained that this particular veterans hospital housed men who had, for whatever reason, lost their mental stability while in the service of their country. The Elks Band had not played there in over 8 years. The last time they had played there, the director called for some Sousa after his first 2 rather placid selections failed to elicit applause from the 400 or 500 onlookers. When Stars and Stripes Forever lumbered into the section where the trombones come on strong, descending down the scale, an overly excited worthy in the 5th or 6th row, moved by the stirring performance, leapt to his feet. "Kill the bass drummer!" he shouted and charged the stage. A significant number of his compatriots, equally moved by the music and buoyed by his fearless assault on superior numbers, took up the cause and joined in the rush. Cries of, "Over the top, boys," and "You want to live forever?" filled the air. Dozens of veterans of the First and Second World Wars and Korea attacked the musicians. The band, with most of their clothes, some of their instruments, and none of their dignity intact, made it out the back door to the waiting bus. Injuries were minor, but the band refused to come back for 8 years. We played the concert, an hour and 20 minutes of things like "Sheep may safely graze and pasture." A truly boring experience. The audience never moved or reacted in any way. Back on the bus and out of danger, a Dixieland jam broke out, and we boogied all the way home. A few years later, a college professor for whom I had a huge amount of respect told me he believed it was in my best interest to leave higher education before I was taught how to think, or rather, not to think. I took him at his word and dropped out of college. Certain members of my family took exception to my escape and pressured me heavily to return to the halls of higher learning as soon as possible. I enlisted in Danville Junior College for a brief time. The year before, Danville Junior College had installed its campus on the grounds of the same veterans hospital where sheep could safely graze and pasture. So could the students, the college propaganda said. The more troublesome inmates of the institution, veteran, not student, had either died off or had been transferred to other locations. The total population was down to about 700 patients, only outnumbering the seekers of education by about 20%. I went to Danville Junior College for a while, passing through the large iron gate, locked and heavily guarded after sundown and off-limit to the vets. I spent my time during the day moving through the depressing stone buildings, going to class with students who felt and sometimes acted like prisoners. It was not a happy place. A friend there, Jerry Bailey, decided once that since the mental patients outnumbered the rest of us, if majority rule was in effect, we were the ones who were insane the minute we stepped on campus. As time went on, I became convinced he was right. One afternoon, Bailey, me, and two other misfits were walking down the long sweeping drive to the front gate, two abreast, and just naturally fell into step. Down the road we marched for a couple of 100 yards. When we reached the gate and stopped, we noticed a large herd of the vets were right behind us in a column of twos. They also had fallen into step, increasing in numbers as they followed us to the street. There was no guard. The gate was open. Freedom beckoned. 3 of us freaked out. Bailey, some years my senior and a Vietnam veteran, remained calm. He looked over the column quietly. "Tit, huh!" he shouted. They snapped to. "How about, hey!" They turned. "Forward, huh! Your left, your left!" The entire assemblage marched away, back up the drive. Bailey looked at me. "Rank tells," he grinned. "I was a corporal." On that day, in that place, with that company, the boy was a full bird colonel. At least, that's how it seems to me. I'm David R. Lewis. Thanks for joining me on Theater of the Mind.
Welcome back out to the Mason City Arena. Joel Becker and Gary Scavone, Kansas City Jets hockey. Jets and the Mohawks all knotted up at 1. Just underway now here in the second period, and get another Aiden Goodwin penalty. He just got out of the box. And right as we first started in, yeah, I know.
There you go. Yeah, that's the second one.
So what did they call him for it?
I think trip.
So, I mean, it happened in the first couple of seconds of the period. Medlin with it and a shot right on, save. And boy, Pettersson left a rebound for a second, but The Jets were able to clear it out of the way, and now they'll send it the length of the ice. So we've talked about this before. Sometimes it can be difficult to run a power play on the fresh ice because it can be a little wet.
Right.
And sometimes it's actually good for a team to get a penalty kill in early on in a period. It kind of tends to get your work boots on, so to speak.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, if you give up a goal, that's not so good.
Not too good. We've already given up one goaler in the first period.
Yeah, although it wasn't a power play goal.
No, but it was still a goal.
So 45 seconds gone by in this one, but the Mohawks still with the puck in the Jets' end. They play it out toward the point. Bieber a shot right on, save. Pettersson rebound, and it's played up the near side boards. And again, they try and pitchfork it ahead. That has not worked very well for the Jets so far, but now they do clear it out to center ice. Here's Hudson Carney with it. He'll work into the zone. Pulls up near the dot. And a sharp angle shot went off the stick of Ignachev and out of play. And we'll get a whistle and a face-off. And the clock is still running for about 3 seconds. So that's good for us.
Absolutely.
44 seconds is what's showing. I wonder if they'll hold off on starting it when it comes back on, though. We'll see.
If the referee caught it, we'll see.
More along the line if the person who run the clock caught it.
No.
Not too much. So sent the length of the ice right off the face-off for the Jets. Out of the net, Endelman will leave it back of the goal.
30 seconds to go in the penalty.
And they will see what they can do. Peterson sends it rink wide. A little bit behind his intended target. Krugel couldn't take it away, and the Mohawks do gain the zone, but then again a fan as he tried to pass it. That's what we were talking about before with the wet ice sometimes will cause stuff like that to happen. And the Jets do clear it.
15 seconds. Oh,
Ibis
again.
out there, another pickpocket.
Oh, he tried to pass that one.
He was trying to get it to Krugel, but I don't even think Thompson was expecting the pass. And he didn't catch it, so.
It was almost like identical to the one he stole and scored on.
Yeah, I know. Boy, that went off the end boards and went right over to the side of the net. And Pettersson will cover up as Goodwin comes out, and the Jets have killed off 2 of Aiden's penalties so far in this game.
Yeah.
Score remains 1-1.
3 overall, I think, right?
Yeah. 1-1 our score. 14:34 to go here in the second period. Face off to the left of Zach Pettersson as they get the low ball line out for their first shift of this. Maybe I think it's their first
shift of this period.
Yeah, because of the power play. Oh, a blocker save and a big juicy rebound. It was bouncing though.
Goodwin made a nice play there defensively.
Yeah. Loba able to get around and then out to Ibis. He was knocked down.
No penalty.
No, there is a penalty.
There's a trip.
Yeah, it was called by the referee and Aiden Goodwin. He had his arm up as well.
Well, I would think so.
So tripping the call as Faber will head off, Jackson Faber. And so Harry has now drawn a penalty.
Second one he's drawn.
Yeah, in addition to a shorthanded goal.
Right now, see if you get a power play going. It'll be all good.
So low ball out there with Makowitz and Ibis, who is playing up on the wing right now. Whitrock is back on the point along with Goodwin, who's back over to the left side. And they ring it around. Goodwin did stop it, but he couldn't maintain possession before the Mohawks send it the length of the ice.
Yeah, it's good going back to the original power play. I think this is PP1. He started with PP2 earlier.
Even though it's a lot of the same people.
Yeah, just different positions.
So the Jets look to break things out here. Ibis with the puck. He'll send it on left wing, up ahead for Loba. He'll get it into the zone. Loba pulls up along the half board's far side, sent it back. Ibis now in the middle. Goodwin across, one-timer. Whitrock. Oh, it got through. Bit of a screen shot. Not much on it, but Edelman had to be sharp. Puck comes around near side corner for Loba.
They run it from the left side when Whitrock's on there. Or the right side, I should say.
Yeah. Depends on which way you're looking.
Yeah, true.
Puck in the corner. Makowitz
from the goalie, it's the left side, right.
So here's Whitrock, a shot, save, Edelman, rebound, and Ibis another shot from a sharp angle, another save by Jocelyn Edelman. And they're able to clear it the length of the ice. She's come up with 3 or 4 so far.
Yeah, he's done a nice job
play.
so far. Shots are 10-9 Mason City right now.
45 seconds to go in the power play. Ibis with the puck. He'll gain to the zone, dumps it in, rings around to the near side. Makowitz sends it back of the net. Ibis He'll leave it back in the net for Lee. Had Makowitz in front. Instead, he goes back out to the point for Whitrock. Sent it ahead for Ibis. Now down low, Lee. Looked for the give and go. They tried to send it instead across to Goodwin, but that was broken up. And that's going to be pretty close to it for the power play. 15 seconds left to go. And Faber's tripping Minor. Maybe time for one more rush here. And here's Kaufman trying to work into the zone on left wing. He'll work back in the net. He has Makowitz in front. And again, they just, for some reason, they don't want to pass it to him. There's a shot by Goodwin. That almost got through, but wide of the goal. So the penalty is over. Out of the box, Relo, who was the replacement, he overskated. And then it's lifted out to center ice. Whitrock plays it ahead. Teams are 5 aside. Jets, I believe, 0 for 2 now on the power play.
Yeah, I think Mason City's over 3 and we're over 2.
Relo trying to work in. Oh, he fanned on the shot, then a rebound, and then he got the puck and shot it right on. A save by Pettersson. And the Jets got it to the line, but not out. It's kept in by Lang. He tried to go across. That was broken up. Relo comes together with Kaufman, and the puck comes out to center. Peterson goes back into his own zone and then sends it to the Jets line. Goodwin able to get it out, but it was picked off. Bieber had to wait for his mates to get on side, and now they'll dump it in. 11.5 minutes left to go here, second period. 1-1 our score. Oh, came right in front, and a one-timer there by Max Lang, and Pettersson stuck out a leg and got a piece of it.
Makowitz is still out there as a forward.
Yeah, and he's trying to go after this puck. I think he was upset because nobody passed it to him. He was open like 3 times in front of the net, and nobody would give it to him. Oh, tried to poke one past Edelman there. Ends up going back of the net. Now it's up the boards, and Kaufman picked it off. But
long shift by him.
Yeah, lost it. And now the Jets dump it in. Delayed offsides as they play it ahead. And now Elam will go back for it. Finally, Makowitz has a chance to go off the ice, or decides to. Pretty sure he had a chance before that. Kaufman plays it out to center ice. Ooh, Lemke tried to catch up with it, but it was broken up by Page at the last second. Puck in the Mohawks end again. Arnold plays it across. Elam doesn't know where the puck is. It's behind him. Now along the far boards. Puck comes loose, and Lemke picks it up. Played up the near side boards for Lee, who sends it down the ice. That went off of Medlin. Into the Mohawk end. He sends it across. Now up the middle. That was broken up. Good play by Arnold. Trying to work back in Whitrock. Whitrock screen shot, excuse me. And a nice little kick out save there by Edelman.
Yeah.
And it comes right to her, and she'll just cover up. Well, that was quick work. You were asking why they started her. Well,
she's doing a nice job.
I was just going to say. Apparently she's deserved it.
I neither confirm or deny that I made that statement to you, Joe. She's doing a nice job. She did a nice job for Waterloo, too.
So just under 10 minutes to go here, second period. Jets and Mohawks still knotted up at 1. Comes back out to the point. Slap shot. That was blocked. And back the other way. Here comes Cervantes.
Now it's a 2-0. Oh, no.
And boy, Goodwin, it comes loose in front, and they score.
What the hell? That's horrible defensive play on our part. Horrible.
Both of the goals they have scored have come on what I would consider to be extremely sloppy breakdowns.
Right, yeah, exactly. Well, and Barber, he's going to beat you. He's going to beat the best goalies in the league, and he just did twice.
Well,
faked the shot, skilled it across, wide open net. How are you going to miss it?
So here it is coming into the zone, and again, look at how many opportunities they had to do something with it. So Goodwin right there, and he just sort of blindly backhands it ahead. That was broken up, and then they send it across. And this whole time, that guy, as you mentioned, goes in. Look how wide open he is. There's literally no one anywhere close to him.
Right.
And so Dylan Bieber, with the goal, makes it 2-1. Jets trailing for the second time in the game. They were losing 1-0, and now 2-1. They have never led in this game. Coming up almost on the halfway point of the game. Ibis with the puck. He has the Jets goal. Comes ahead for Makowitz. He'll poke it into behind the net. He had low ball in front. They try to get it to him. The puck's still loose near the top of the crease. And they send it down the ice. This is going to be icing against the Mohawks.
This kind of reminds me, just like last year, Joe. I think if I remember right, we got a goal like in the last minute by low ball, I think off a face-off to win the game when we was like 2-2. You know, we got late goal in the third, and we won it with a minute to go. So, and I think the day before, if I remember, we lost in a shootout. So, yeah, they play us tough up here.
It's that long bus ride.
Yeah.
In the rain.
Yeah.
Last year, if you remember, it was in the snow. Remember, it was early on, but we still had a snowstorm?
Yeah, no, I remember that one year a couple years ago, the Capitals. That was horrible.
Yeah.
That was a major snowstorm.
Puck near the side of the net, and Pettersson will just cover up on it. 8:44 to go. Almost again to that halfway point of the game. Jets trailing it now 2-1. Same two teams at it tomorrow again, 9:30 and 11:30, right?
No, 8:30 and 10:30.
Oh, it was 8:30 and 10:30? Okay, sorry. Get up even earlier. Comes back up. Shot from the point was stopped to the defense. It comes out to center ice. Jets take over. Ignatjev across for Makowitz. On left wing, gains the red line and dumps it in. Lee is going to go after for it. It goes back of the net, comes up the near side corner. And once again, it's picked up by Hintermeister. He can't get it out, but then on the second effort, well, Ignatjev kept it in again. Now finally, Hintermeister will play it up the boards. Oh, and Kaufman almost gave it right to Lang, but instead he goes right wing, and Lee, unfortunately, on the opposite side, Lemke went in offsides, and we got a whistle. So we're now past the halfway point, 8:07 left to go. In the second period, Jets trailing 2-1. Maybe we should take another penalty.
And the only goal we got is on a shorty. So
that's what I said. That's why I said maybe we should take another penalty. Whitrock line out between Norman and Krugel. Puck goes into the corner. Krugel after for it. Norman trying to help him out. Comes into the, again, still the near corner. And Krugel comes away with it. He'll send it across out toward the point, and Elam fanned as he tried to
great. Now we got
wrist shot. They got a 2-on-1 the other way. Hansen, or Carney, I should say, and Angola shot save Pettersson, and he makes he hangs on with Carney coming right on to his face. Jets defense didn't really like it that much, although it's one of those situations sometimes where when you are trying to take exception to a guy coming up on your goaltender and they ended up knocking him into Zach.
Wow, we were just fanning on pucks. We're missing pucks. We're not playing defense. Not a very good game so far by the Jets, and the scores reflecting it.
Low ball line out, and off the face-off, trying to work ahead was Eklund, but he couldn't get it. Now the puck in the Jets' end, and it's picked up by Goodwin. He'll work in on right wing. Aiden Goodwin straight away. He went down, goes into the corner. Now the puck back of the net. And try and work it free. Loba there. He's double teamed, played it back out to Goodwin. Goodwin then across for Bloom. He kind of handcuffed him. It came out to center ice and comes back in. This play is onside. Eklund will tip it ahead. Picked up though by Page.
I hate to be mad, but 15 and 6 need to pick it up defensively.
They have had some difficulties. Back the other way, trying to work into the zone. Page, and that was a decent defensive play by Goodwin that time, at least, to force him to the outside. Puck along the near side boards, and Ibis will go for a skate right up the middle of the ice. Gets the speed going. He is tripped. And there's going to be yet another penalty. It's his third one he has actually drawn today. Well, and, you know, again,
we got to score right here at this power play. Come on.
I mean, it's not like there's any embellishment going on there. I mean,
no, he's going down.
He absolutely whacked his legs out from under him. But that's what that kind of speed will do.
I was going to say, yeah, that's what speed will do. All right, they're going back to PP2 here.
So Ibis is out at the point along with Goodwin. And up front, we have Lee and Makowitz, the wingers for Dane Kaufman. So Jets trying to be successful here on the power play. Makowitz will play it down in the corner for Lee. Back out to the point. Ibis has shot that, hit a stick, and it's going to go out of play. We'll get another face-off. Just 9 seconds by in the power play. Penalty, Max Lang for tripping. Could be wrong, but I think that's his second penalty.
I think you're right, too.
Comes back out to the point for Ibis. Walks the line. Wrist shot right on. And a save by Endelman, but it did go back behind the net. Now he gets it again. Does Ibis across for Goodwin. A sharp angle shot, and that hit Medlin. Never got through. And then here's Kaufman, a shot. And a save, Endelman, and she will cover up on that one. And Dane, if he had that again, would have liked to have been able to get a little bit more on it and maybe a little higher.
Yeah.
Face off to the left of
Time to
Jocelyn
stand up,
Endelman.
Joe. Too much comfort.
I understand. I don't like those high chairs either.
Yeah.
And off the face-off, Makowitz got it again to Lee. He just plays it back behind the net. Mohawks take over. Good job there by Kaufman to get it away. Dane walks right in front with it. Sweep check before he could shoot. Now here's Ibis.
He was going to go to Goody, and he fell.
Ibis runs into a man. And the Mohawks cleared the length of the ice. Minute 5 left to go in the power play.
Can't get nothing going on our power play either today, Joe.
Well, they've had some good puck possession, but like you said, not a whole lot of actual scoring opportunities to go with it. I'd like to see Makowitz pull the trigger a little more. He had it off faceoffs twice.
They got to give him a chance.
Well, he had it off faceoffs twice in this power play and chose to put it in the corner each time. In the meantime, here's Ibis with the puck left point. Now he'll send it across.
Come on,
Kaufman
Goody.
Now to Goodwin. Goodwin, a shot goes right through.
Yeah,
They score.
Makowitz got that one.
Well, see, I told you.
Who'd that come? 16, 6, and 8.
Yeah. I'm not sure if anybody. There may have been a person in the interim as well. We'll take a look here real quick. So this is the power play. Ibis was able to stop it there from the point, send it down low, and Goodwin, what you complained about. And then he sent it back around, and again, Ibis had it. So he played it. So he plays it there for Kaufman. Kaufman sends it across for Goodwin. Goodwin across. So it was actually 16 from 6 and 42. 16 from 6 and 42. No, 6 and 42. 16 from 6 and 42. Power play goal. Well, how was that not a goal?
How's that not a goal?
I don't know. Maybe it didn't go in. We can take another quick look. Well, we're going to have a chance to look at it.
The net was off?
Yeah, that's what they said. Let's see what we see here. So here it is. There's the net.
No.
There is no way that that's worth.
No. Lousy call!
So you can see it right here.
Goal. Replay. It's a goal. No, the net was not off.
Well, she does sort of kick it off right there.
Nah.
But it was during an imminent goal.
Oh, well.
I mean, there's the puck coming across. She actually, you can see when she pushes off there.
Yeah.
She does move the net, but that's not worthy of knocking. I mean, that.
Right, yeah, it was a bad call.
Yeah.
All right, what are you going to do?
So.
That was not off.
It's interesting because Endelman was obviously complaining about it.
Yeah.
But like I said, it was, it was an imminent goal at that time. So it stays 2-1. Penalty's over.
Oh, well, I had to yell out loud as a call, so I'm renewed. Everybody else heard me, too.
So this one will be icing. And we'll get a whistle and a face-off. 4:14 left to go. Well, again.
Oh, well. What are you going to do?
We can send
I shouldn't have yelled that. I know. I'm a team rep.
Can we send it to send it to the league and get a letter of apology?
Not going anywhere. Give me a legal.
I've never, that's one of those things that I think is one of the most frustrating things that happens in pro sports is when, because these are human beings and they do make mistakes from time to time.
Yeah.
But when, you see this like in college football and hockey, other stuff like that, where the referees will make a mistake and then, like, 3 days later after the game is over, the team will get a letter of apology.
Right. Well, we're not going to give them.
No, but I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that I hate that. I mean, to me, that's like just pouring salt in an open wound,
Yeah.
It's like But anyway, I guess it's better than them saying we didn't do anything wrong.
I thought they were trying to figure out who had the goals in the assist, not who.
Right, whether or not it, was an actual goal or not.
Right.
Arnold with the puck on the right point. Oh, he tried to send it in front, fanned. Puck is still loose there, goes down low. And now they play it in front, and that was off of Norman as Krugel tried to give him a good pass and reload. And out of the net, Pettersson will swat it away from him.
I didn't think it would be so quiet when I yelled lousy call.
Medlin with the puck for the Mohawks. Plays it near side Carney. He had it poked away. Norman up ahead for Krugel. He poked it, sort of overran it. Now he and Medlin fighting for it along the near side boards.
Like I said, if she did kick it a little bit, it had no effect on the goal.
Well, that's the thing, is that it was all one thing. In other words, it'd be one thing if the net was already off.
Yeah, it was right.
And they'd been playing with it or something like that.
Yeah.
But you could see it on the replay. Shot right on there by Krugel.
Right.
And a save Endelman. But we saw it on the replay where you could see her pushing the net off as it was going across to, so it was an imminent and obvious goal situation, which is actually the wording that they use in the rules about whether or not you're supposed to wave these things off. So 2:40 left to go in the period. Jets, unfortunately, still down 2-1 on a bit of controversy. A shot by Ibis. That was probably going high. The rebound right in front, though, comes to Eklund in the corner. He gets checked. Low ball over there trying to help out. Comes up the boards. And the Mohawks do swipe it out to center ice. Back the other way. Trying to work in is Bieber. Dylan Bieber. He gets taken down, and now the Jets are going to be shorthanded, which might be the best thing for him. That's how we score.
Who's taking this one, Lobaugh?
Looks like Lobaugh's going off, yeah.
Bieber and...
no, he skated right by. It's
Bieber and Ibis are causing... It's going to be... Oh, it's Goody again.
It's Goody, so that's three on him. He needs
one more, and he's out for tomorrow.
Yep, and the rest of today, for that matter.
Yeah.
So one thing he's got to be careful about when that situation is not complaining too much.
Right.
Get a second penalty, you're kicked out.
Bottom line is Bieber's speed is kind of showing, and Ibis' speed is kind of showing both of these teams.
Yeah.
Defensemen are having a problem keeping up with those two kids.
Although that was certainly not a necessary penalty. There were a couple times with Ibis where it might have been necessary to keep him from a breakaway. Medlin a shot right on and a save by Pettersson. That one was not. There were other players, back. But 2:09 left to go here in this period. Off the face-off again, Medlin straight away with the puck. He'll send it top of the circle. Bieber there, long shot, glove save, as Pettersson saw that one all the way.
He almost got redirected by number 4, Horn. Is that his name? He almost got redirected by him.
Han. Face-off, near side boards. Bieber with it, goes back over to the far side and plays it back out right point. Gets it back on the half boards, then he fell down, but he's managed to get it behind the net. Mohawks setting up on the power play here with $1:45 left to go in the period. Back out to Medlin. He plays catch with Lang. It comes loose in front and right through the middle, but nobody there for either team to get a stick on it, or at least they weren't able to anyway.
Yeah.
Now Lang picks up the loose puck from back of the net, left it back in the net, and it comes loose, and the Jets do clear it out to center ice. Medlin back for it for Bieber. 1:05 to go in the penalty. Penalty will not carry over to next period. It'll expire before this one ends. And here is Bieber with it. This is Dylan Bieber. There's also a Brady off the end boards, and it comes to
27 is their main player.
Yeah, it's Dylan is 27. Brady Bieber is 25.
Okay, yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
1 minute remaining.
And Justin Bieber is a billionaire.
Yeah, there you go. Spelled the same way.
Yeah. Don't know if there's any relation or not. 45 seconds to go in the period. Half a minute in the power play. Puck out to the center ice. Krugel there. He will turn and fire it into the zone. Ibis in the general vicinity as it's picked up by Elaine Hansen. Comes up right wing, and the Jets intercept again. And now here is Harry Ibis. He'll just look for Elaine and sends it the length of the ice. 5 seconds until Goodwin comes back on the ice. Teams at 5 aside. No shorthanded goal this time.
Not yet. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the penalty's over. Can't get another shorthanded. Good score, but 5 seconds left.
I don't think that's going to happen either.
Doesn't look like it.
All right, we're down 2-1.
So a goal taken away.
Yeah.
Leads to the Jets having to go to the locker room still trailing.
Questionable taken away.
2-1 our score after 2 periods of play. So tough one for the Jets, but they still have another 17 minutes of hockey to do something about it. They trail 2-1 here after 2 periods. We'll take a break. Come back with the intermission after this on Kansas City Jets hockey here on the Jets Hockey Network.
Mom, are you gonna let her get away with that?
It's just a shopping cart.
So it's your shopping cart. What's wrong with you? You chicken?
But
Mom, you're such a wimp.
what?
What's wrong with you? Stand up for yourself. Go over there and give her a good smack. Oh. Fight, 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 fight. She's a goon. Give her a taste of her own medicine.
Got a gun?
With those words, David Allen Crockett, a retired police officer who simply wanted to be left alone, finds his seclusion shattered by his friend therapist Ruby Lacoste. At Ruby's request, Crockett agrees to teach one of her clients, Rachel Moore, how to defend herself with a handgun. During the course of those lessons, Crockett and Rachel begin an intimate relationship. When Rachel is found dead from an apparent suicide, Crockett is devastated and tries to slink back into a self-imposed seclusion. But things get complicated when Crockett is contacted by Rachel's aunt, who believes the suicide was staged and claims she has the name of the murderer. Together, Crockett and Ruby begin an investigation that leads them into a world of treachery, deceit, and death. Fear of the Father, Call Me Crockett, the first book in the Crockett series by David R. Lewis. Available as an e-audiobook at Amazon and Audible.com.
Hi. Hey. This kid's potato sack doesn't look regulation to me.
Excuse me?
Well, it's got a wider base. I mean, that's totally unfair to my kid, right? I want to launch a protest. Well, look, it's 2 inches higher, and look at those hand grips. It's not regulation.
Regulation?
Look, you know what else? I want a urine sample from this kid. He looks a little beefy for a 5-year-old. You're going down, buddy.
Welcome back out to the Mason City Arena here in Mason City, Iowa. Joel Becker and Gary Scabona, Kansas City Jets hockey. Jets trailing the Mohawks from Mason City 2-1 our score here in the second period of play. Obviously, one of the things that happened in the period. Well, actually, both things that happened in the period not really so good for the Jets. The 1-1 was our score going in, and Mason City did take the lead a little over 7 minutes in, and a defensive breakdown there, leading to a Bieber goal. And so Dylan Bieber scores that one, and then the controversy happens on this play. So we'll show it to you as it happens. Jets are on the power play here. Eventually Goodwin plays it around. Eventually it's going to come back out to Ibis at the point, then to Kaufman. He'll send it across for Goodwin. Goodwin plays it across for Makowitz, the one-timer, and he scores, or so it would have seemed. But as it turns out, we end up with controversy. So as this goal was waved off, if you're wondering why, if you are just joining us or hadn't seen it when it happened, then it was due to what the referees determined was a displaced goal. So we're going to come in and have a look. So there is the goal, as close as we can get to it. And you also see Josh Makowitz there on the back door waiting for this Aiden Goodwin pass. He got a nice pass, went through the legs and past the goaltender. And the one-timer, and you can see he popped it right in the back. Now, what you can't see is, well, I mean, what you could have seen, it depends on what you were looking at. Now, this time, look at the left leg of the goaltender, Jocelyn Endelman. As she tries to push herself off to go across, she is actually going to knock the net off. So here it is right there. So you see the net move right there. So the puck is going through the crease at the time. And it goes off her stick just maybe a little bit, or maybe it may not have touched it at all. I think it did go off her stick, but right to Makowitz's stick. And he swats it in. Right there, and just past her outstretched leg. But you can see that the net is just starting to move right there. And so that was the argument as to whether or not this should have counted as a goal. So here is the thing. It says, play shall be stopped immediately when the goal frame has been displaced from its normal position. A minor penalty shall be assessed to any player, including a goalkeeper who deliberately displaced the goal frame. And then it talks the next couple paragraphs has to do with deliberately removing that the goal from its moorings. You know, in other words, knocking it off its moorings. So I'm going to go to the case book here. This is Rule 610 that I am looking at. So going through the different situations real quick, I do remember this from just having been an officials instructor myself. So what I was always told was that if it was an obvious and imminent goal, and there's nothing in the case book that I'm seeing, by the way, there used to be at one time, but I am just looking to see, all it talks about is deliberate goaltender, goalie, the goal being deliberately moved. Let's see. It talks about who stops play, but that doesn't matter. So I may be looking in the wrong spot for this. I'm in the delay of game rule right now, in case you're wondering. And I know that at one time this has been that it was in the situations manual. And again, the verbiage that they used to use was obvious and imminent with regard to whether or not you count a goal. So again, in this situation, it's all one play. I mean, that we're going slow motion, and it certainly did not have any effect on whether or not the goal, you know, scored or did not score. But, and I suppose that's the other thing that you can kind of take away from this situation. And so we're going back to it again. Is when you watch this, you can see that the goaltender herself, so the goal's not displaced there. I was wondering if it had been off for a while, but well, let's see. There's a stop right there. So let's zoom this in again and see if we see what happens here. So it gets moved there, and I believe did anybody move it back? Yeah, Goodwin actually reaches it, so he gets knocked, or he knocks the net himself, and he reaches down and moves it back. So the goal is back on its line right there. You can see he reaches down, moves it back. But I mean, it sure doesn't look to me like it's off, but I guess it could be. So the play keeps going on. Now she goes over there, and so now she has her skate on the side there. So I would imagine that it must be in the rut. Otherwise, it would have moved when she did that. So then the goal scored, and watch what happens afterwards, because when the referee comes around, you'll see that Jocelyn definitely, she's pointing it out herself. And you know what I think she might be arguing? And it's a relatively invalid argument, because she's pointing at that near post. I don't think she's pointing at it to say that the net is off now. I think she is actually trying to say that the net was off before. That they say when Aiden went over and knocked the net off accidentally, that is what indeed she felt like the play should have been stopped back then. Now, when that gets displaced like that, if it gets put back on, again, if it's the NHL and it comes off of those little plastic doohickeys, then they blow that dead immediately. But in this situation, they don't. And so this is live, in case you're wondering. And so I think she was probably arguing that it had come off previously, and that's why they should have played it or blew it dead, and maybe the referee agreed. I don't know. All right, we're waiting for the kids to get back on the ice. We're in the second period intermission, 2-1 our score. We'll see if the Jets can come back when we come back right here on Kansas City Jets Hockey.
Whoa. What are you doing?
Playing hide and go seek.
That's hide and seek? I found you in 2 seconds. Get out of there. If you want to win this game, you got to do a lot better than that. Right? Come on. Get in. Hustle. Now that's the way you play the game.
When Reuben Baylor joins Marshal Marion Daniels to investigate an incident of theft and murder, Rube is plunged into a world of dark deeds and black hearts. With the help of an abused and courageous young woman, Rube, Marion, and Marshal Adris Thibodeau head south of the Missouri line into the hills and hollows of northern Arkansas and take on an entire clan to see that justice is done. Suspicion of outsiders and hate for the government abounds, and the Marshals are much farther from home than the miles they've traveled.
Payback Trail, part of the Trail series by David R. Lewis. Available as an ebook at Amazon.com, Smashwords, and iTunes, and as an e-audiobook at Audible.com.
Go get that donkey. Hey, you're going the wrong way. Come on. We got slaughtered at musical chairs. We practiced this at home a million times. We are losing. I can't believe I missed Pilates for this. Get your own ride home, Missy.
Welcome back out to Mason City, Iowa. Joel Becker and Gary Scabota here on Kansas City Jets Hockey. Jets and Mason City Mohawks getting set to go for the third period of play. Jets trailing it 2-1, despite a somewhat controversial wave-off goal. We'll see what happens. Right off the faceoff, Lang comes in, a shot, Patterson the save, rebound, and a good job by Goodwin to kick that out of harm's way, although there was a Mohawk in a danger zone. Now here's Lemke, a shot
it was
right
Bieber,
on.
Bieber again.
Lemke had a pretty good redirect there. And another good kick save by Jocelyn Endelman. Now comes loose in front. Lee couldn't pull the trigger. Now he gets it back, left at top of the circle. And Kaufman tried to give it back to him, but didn't put any oomph on that one. So the Mohawks will clear it. So we're just underway here in the third period of play. Jets need at least a goal to tie this one up. Goodwin plays it to the line now out to center ice. Lee in the middle for Lemke. Bennett Lemke on his backhand. He had it poked away, goes back to the net with it, though. Now out to the near side corner. They played up the near side boards. Lobaugh's over there as the Jets in the middle of a line change. Comes around on the near side. And the Mohawks do get it out to center ice. Ibis there. He will wind up and try and go forward with it. It goes in behind, and the shot, he missed the net. Harry Ibis was able to walk around 2 Mohawk players with his speed, but when he took the final shot, he missed everything. Ended up going off the glass behind the goal. Eklund with it.
How sweet a goal that would have been.
It would have. Now straight away, here's Ignatjev with it. Wrist shot. Oh, that's loose in front. Lobaugh couldn't get a stick on it, and the Mohawks clear it. Now Ignatjev trying to get to it, and a nice little effort that time by the Mohawks Hintermeister, but Ignatjev did keep him off the puck. Now here's Makowitz, who might be just a little gassed in this game. A shot right on by Lang. He did play a full football game last night and then took a drive this morning. Boy, this would be a good time for Eklund's first goal. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it'd be great.
Hansen back for it for the Mohawks. They get into the Jets' end, and over for it is Makowitz. Josh plays it in the middle. Ibis had a hard time catching the pass, so he'll just play it off the boards. Eklund sends it rink wide into the zone for Lobaugh, but it goes off his stick and out of play, so we get a neutral ice face-off with 14.5 minutes left to go in regulation time. Whitrock line kips is out there for the Jets.
I'd like to see a goal come from this line.
Yeah. Into the Mason City end. Medlin sends it across for his partner. They dump it in. This should be icing, and it will be an icing call against the Mohawks with 14:21 left to go. Shots 19-18 for the Jets right now.
Not enough.
Well, again, it's one of those, like many things, it's one of those stats that doesn't necessarily tell you anything. Oh, trying to walk right in front with it there. And it was Norm. And then a shot, they score. Elam, a seeing eye shot.
Yeah.
And the Jets have tied it up at 2. So how about that?
Who's that one from?
Norman had the opportunity to start off with. I mean, it came right off the face-off. So we'll take a look here. Oh, that's actually after it was scored. So.
See what they call. See what you got. Tell me what you got. I got 4 from.
We'll have a chance to look at it in a minute. So Elam with the goal.
They're saying 4 unassisted.
It's possibly true,
yeah, okay.
But we'll see. Like I said, we'll take a look at it when we next have a chance. But more importantly, regardless of goals and assists, it's 2-2.
Yeah.
Kaufman able to get it out to center ice.
You don't see anything different, Joe?
We haven't had a chance to see it yet.
Okay.
We'll wait until there's a.
It could be. Yeah, you're right. It could have came. We'll see.
Well, it could have been that somebody after Norman had it, if one of the Mohawks cleared it and then he stopped it.
Right.
Then it would be an unassisted goal, and that very well could have happened. I just need to see it. Bloom with the puck goes for a skate in his own end. 3.5 minutes gone by here in the period. It's a whole new ball game. 2-2 our score. Bloom in the corner. He had it poked away. They center one. That was knocked away, and it comes all the way back into the Mohawk end. Again, relatively sloppy defense sometimes here for the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets are not playing their best games right now. Let me put it that way.
Certainly not. Goodwin plays it back in the net. Bloom. He'll play it, and they'll try to break out. Ibis ahead looking for Eklund. That pass a little elevated. Eklund did chase it down. Oh, he had a man in front, Lobaugh, but couldn't get him the puck. And the Mohawks able to clear it. Makowitz with it. Up ahead for Ibis. Now Eklund. Got it to Makowitz. He'll head up left wing. Gains the zone. Long shot.
Ooh,
boy, that almost eluded it.
Yeah, almost went over his shoulder.
And it does go off the end glass and goes out of play. So now let's take a look at this this play. So the original opportunity there. So the question is, how did it get back? So Krugel was in the area, and so was Norman. But did they? Yeah, they played it back.
Went off Mason City guy.
Yeah, no, I'm saying they played it back.
Yeah,
it was
right. Okay,
this guy here who literally shot it back to Elam.
Yep.
And then Elam just one-timed it.
Yep.
And boy, what again? A screenshot seeing I got past Endelman.
Yep.
So it was indeed an unassisted goal.
All right.
So
far today, both our goals have been unassisted. One on a shorty by Ivis, and that one by
Elam.
Right.
So Makowitz at the left point with it off the draw. Boy, he almost lost it.
He did lose
well,
it.
It was.
Now they got a 2-on-1 though.
And Carney trying to work in. He'll shoot it himself. Pedersen the save, rebound, and he couldn't get that. Then another shot on goal by Faber, and Pedersen. Boy.
All I'm gonna say, thank God it wasn't Bieber. That kid could score, man.
So again, the Jets have given up some really great A chances.
Makowitz, I'm not sure what he's doing on that one. He kind of waited the last minute to get in the zone. Like I say, he did play a football game last night. He could be tired. He had to get up early this morning, do film, and then get in the car for 5 hours. I'm sure he slept a lot of it.
Possibly. Off the face-off, they get it out to center ice. And Ignatieff couldn't keep it from coming in the zone. Lang there. Hill, sharp angle shot, missed the net on the short side. Goes behind the net. Bieber, a long shot, goes wide. And then it's along the far side boards. Hintermeister over there couldn't knock it down, and the Jets come back the other way. Up ahead, Krugel. He'll work in. Krugel, a shot, didn't get much on it, and Endelman will just cover up. And we'll get a face-off. 11:38 to go, regulation time, 2-2 our score.
Like to see maybe Brody Lee put in here right now.
Kaufman out there between Lee and Bennett Lemke, Elam and Arnold.
I think Elam might have more goals this year than he did last year. 2. I know he had one. I remember his one last year, a really nice one.
Well, Arnold had one last weekend.
Yeah. So did Iggy. We had a lot of defensive goals.
Feed the hot hands. Why not? And a shot right on by Kaufman, but
she's seen that. She's seen that all the way.
Yep.
She's got a good glove. I mean, the one that Elam scored, she was screened, so squeaked on their side.
Kaufman couldn't get the draw. Goes into the corner though. Jets have done a good job going after pucks when they lose draws.
Yeah.
But Mohawks able to clear it out. Elam after for it in his own zone. Plays it off the sideboards. Arnold now ahead. And Lee couldn't get possession of his leg. Now trying to work into the zone. And it's Relo. And his shot that hit a body in front. I think it was Elam's. And now comes down low. And Relo, a sharp angle shot. Rebound. And they score. Jets unable to clear that one out.
Again, off that backboard. Right there. Guy's sitting right there. And Patterson made the original save, but he couldn't control it.
Made a couple of saves, actually.
And here we go again. Got to play from behind.
Yep. So he'll take a look at it as he goes into the zone.
I think that's his first goal ever. And they just took the puck off to give it to him.
Could be.
Congratulations.
So it was one of those things where they have that active board, and it did come off the end boards and came out the other way. That was Relo there who had that opportunity on the short side, and he had to scramble back to stop it. He did, but as you can see, he gave up the big juicy rebound, and it was popped in to make it a first time either team is, well, it's the third time, I guess I should say, that the Jets are trailing by a goal in the game to the Mohawks. Good opportunity there. So Jets tied it up, and the Mohawks retake the lead here in the third period. About 6 minutes in. Low ball back of the net. It comes loose, sharp angle shot, and I think Ibis might have hit the side of the net with it. It was not on goal, just missed it on the short side. Relo over there, and Mohawks get it out to center. Eklund, they'll play it in. They send it across for Carney. Bloom over there to try to take it away, and he'll just dump it in off the end boards. He leaves it for Goodwin.
They got some active boards, don't they?
Yes, they do. Ibis with it. He had it poked away. And then
offside, yeah.
Actually, I'm not so sure it was.
Yeah, I'm not so sure either.
It was one of those things. Bieber was in the zone, and then it came out, and then he tried to get back in, and they brought it back in. But I think that the linesman actually was blocked by Bieber and didn't realize that he did get a skate on the line before it came in. But a neutralized face-off with 9:46 left to go regulation time. So the Jets once again going to have to dig themselves out of a hole. Third time in the game. Makowitz plays it up the boards, but not out. And a shot, comes loose in front for a second, but now back the other way. Whitrock up ahead for Krugel. He'll work into the zone. Has Norman with him. Now it comes back out from the point.
Iggy,
Shot.
yes, it's in. It went in.
It was off the post. It never did go in. Hit the post and was stuck in the crease.
They got lucky. God dang. That you can tell when things aren't going your way.
Somebody's lost a glove. Puck comes back out. Makowitz there. His wrist shot. He missed everything. And Ignachev couldn't keep it in. We're going to have a breakaway coming the other way. Bieber. Dylan Bieber with a step in on goal. A shot. And he
went off the side post.
Yeah, it hit the post, but just the very far outside of it. And ended up going wide of the goal. Now trying to go back the other way again is Carney. Hudson Carney in on goal, a shot. He missed the net. Comes off that active boards. And they score again. Same situation where it hit the end boards, came out in front. And before Zach Pedersen could react to it, somebody tipped it in. So we'll go all the way back to look at the original play. So here's Krugel in, and eventually it's going to come back out to the point, and then let's see if we can actually see it. So we'll zoom in here, and here's the shot. So you're going to see it go off the post. So there it is, and yeah, it hits the post. Well, yeah, definitely don't see the net move. And then it ended up in the, well, there it is, sort of bouncing in the crease area. See it right on the line?
Yeah.
It's literally right on the line.
Yeah.
Just kind of spinning.
The ref was there.
Yeah. And it eventually comes out. So now we'll back out and let it play again. And eventually it's going to come back the other way, and we end up with a breakaway going the other way. After Makowitz missed on the short side and it got by Ignachev, we end up with this breakaway. And that hit the outside of the post. And then it was followed up.
Yes!
Oh, wow.
Kaufman.
That's great. I missed it because we're watching a replay here.
Yeah, that's all right. Kaufman got it upper right-hand corner, glove side.
But so watch this again. So this is the previous goal. He takes this shot, and it goes off the end boards. And look at it come back out. So he comes right out to him. He gets his own rebound.
Yeah.
But the boards are just so active.
So we're going to have to go with, I don't know, you probably don't have a replay.
I don't, because we were
so
unfortunate.
Whatever they say is what it is.
Yep. But the important thing is the Jets have climbed back in it again for a third time. They've trailed in this game 3 times and have come back to tie it 3 times. They have never led. 7:52 left to go. The clock's not running, despite the fact the play's going on. It hadn't been running for a while now. Eklund sends it ahead. Here is Goodwin.
They gave a couple guys. The clock still isn't started running yet.
And trying to work in Loba's shot.
Yeah, but they got to get the clock going because
I know, but what do you want from me? I can't.
She still don't got it going.
Nope.
But if we score a goal, what are they going to do?
Well, they'll figure out how long they think it took for it to take. So now trying to work in. It's amazing nobody's noticed this yet, by the way, other than us. Trying to walk in. Hahn.
Still not.
Goes into
oh,
the
my
corner.
God. It's better. It's got to be at least a minute.
Yeah.
She still
Loba
hasn't
sends
started
it ahead,
yet.
and Ibis with speed. He'll work into the zone. In on goal. Backhand shot. And a good save by Endelman. Now it comes loose. Eklund a shot. And another save by Endelman.
Damn.
Boy, that whole play took 7 seconds. From 7:52 to 7:45. So I'm sure the linesman went over to talk to him. They're going to figure out how much time they think that took and take it off the clock, I'm sure. but still, that was a long time.
I don't know who they said the goal came from.
I don't know.
They announced it. I just didn't hear it.
Yeah, I was paying attention to the play. Boy, it's 15 minutes. That seems like. You think so? I don't know. We'll see what they put up there. Now the game's over. They're working on it.
She doesn't know how to do it.
Nah, clearly. So, and by the way, they also added a Mohawks goal that they don't have. The scoreboard says it's 4-3.
It is 4-3.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They scored the earlier one.
Yeah. It is 4-3.
Yeah. So they have. I still don't think they're.
Now
anywhere.
she's running the clock.
Well, and I think that may be the only way she can do it. In other words, to get the time down to where it's supposed to be, because they didn't take nearly enough time off.
Well, that's our advantage.
Oh, there's no question. I mean, again, it was on 7:52 for at least a minute, maybe a minute and a half. We could find it out.
I don't know. Got the goal because they didn't put it up. They still got a 4-2.
On the website, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll update it soon enough.
No, they got Dane Kaufman, Brody Lee, and Landon Arnold.
Okay. All right, 7:05 is what they're showing.
We can't challenge it, right?
No.
Because you don't see it.
Nope. Comes back out to Makowitz. A shot. Oh, boy, I tell you what, that was only inches away. Endelman might have gotten a piece of it. It was going wide anyway, though. Puck along the near side boards. Again, Makowitz able to keep it in at the point. Krugel, Whitrock over there as well, trying to work it free. 5 players are in the general vicinity as the clock ticks down. Now it comes loose. So Whitrock, a shot right on, and it gets by Endelman, but wide of the goal.
Man, they are just getting some lucky. She's getting really lucky right now. One off the pipe that didn't go in.
Another shot by Makowitz high off the glass.
That one goes by her, but goes by her to the left.
Well, again, it's sort of like what we were talking about before, with those active boards. The difference is the Mohawks had somebody there waiting for the puck to come off of it.
Right.
In that situation, for example, it got by her, but there was no Jets there to, tap it in or anything like that. And that's happened a few times in the game. Comes up the near side, and this is swatted the length of the ice, so an icing call.
Plenty of time.
Yeah, 6:06 left to go. Jets trailing by a goal, 4-3. Shots are 29-23 for Kansas City. So Kaufman line comes out. Lemke and Lee.
Don't let him by you.
And it's a 2-on-1. Elam is back. And the pass across, and the one-timer, and a big save by Pettersson on the one-time effort there.
Arnold can't be pitching with him out there.
By Hintermeister. That was a nice little 2-on-1, and
yeah.
I think we're probably lucky that Bieber decided to make the pass.
Yeah.
It was the right play.
Right.
I'm not complaining, but on the other hand, he's, as you've talked about before, he's got a wicked shot, so Hintermeister's a JV player that was with him. Now Kaufman will dump it into the zone, goes into the corner with it. He's double teamed. Lemke comes over to lend a hand, then Lee. He tried to get it in the middle. That hit a leg. Comes back behind the net. Played up ahead by Hansen. Got to the line and now out to center ice. Taken there by Goodwin. He will just dump it into the corner.
Just need to get this game tied, Joe, and see what happens, right?
Hansen plays it up the far boards. Puck comes loose in the middle. It's played back out toward the point, and then Goodwin a shot right on and a save by Endelman, and she'll hang on. Boy, took that in the gut. Seems to have smarted a little bit. She seems like she's in a little pain, but we'll hand off the puck and shake it off. 5:16 to go in regulation time. Jets have never led in this game.
Tied it twice.
Looking to get a third tying goal here. And trying to go ahead with it. Low ball goes into the corner. Played it back out. Ibis back out to the point. And a long shot. Oh, that was tipped. Eklund.
Oh, let's see Eklund get one. It's close.
Yeah, it was close. Bloom able to knock that down on the near side boards. Eklund trying to fight it forward, and it comes back out to Bo Bloom again. He just backhanded it to nobody. Eklund knocked it down.
I don't like that one.
Then Lobaugh plays it ahead.
To nobody.
There's one thing to dump it into the zone, but you want to try and avoid handing it right to the other team if you can. And now the puck loose in the middle, and Eklund picks it up ahead for Ibis. Thought for a minute he'd be off to the races. Instead, he sends it across for Eklund, a little bit handcuffed on that one on his backhand. Lobaugh comes over to knock it down. Now comes up ahead and Bloom again. Across for Ibis, in on right wing. Ibis, a shot, save, and the rebound in the corner. He plays it back out. Another shot, and that goes wide on the near side. Back behind the net, Whitrock over there to knock it down. He got it down low. Eklund now to Ibis, now in front. Here's Goodwin, couldn't pull the trigger as he was held up on the play. And now
that was a great defensive play by Mason City because Goody was right there in the slot.
Yeah, and they tied him up basically. Yeah. But so he never really did get a good shot on goal.
3:58 to go.
Now the clock's starting to become somewhat of a factor.
Yeah, a little bit.
Whitrock line stays out. Faceoff goes along the near side boards. Makowitz able to knock it down. Can't do much with it near the point though. And Krugel tried to go ahead with it. That was blocked. Again, the Jets unable to get it deep, but Krugel does knock it down top of the circle. Now he'll walk down low and in front, Whitrock, and he was able to play it near the paint, but couldn't get it even into quite the crease area. Bieber will just dump it in, put it in on goal. Pedersen made the save, and then Makowitz plays it ahead. Norman, he had it knocked down by Relo. Now puck back of the Jets net, and Makowitz plays it around near side. Krugel over there, plays it, comes out to center ice. Peterson sends it across. They play it into the zone. Relo with it. Oh, he has a man in front. Good defensive play to block that by Ignachev, and then the puck comes out of play. They say inside. I couldn't tell whether or not the Mohawk player had shot it directly out or if it went off of one of our players. But
that power play goal, Joe, they took away from us. That's
it's
come back
certainly a big deal right now, isn't it? It was a big deal then.
Right.
Kaufman line out. Makowitz up ahead. And now here's Kaufman ahead for Lemke. He'll work in on right wing. He's able to work through a check. Back of the net, trying to center it. He did, but unfortunately the Jets couldn't maintain possession. And Lee over there, then Makowitz, and there's an injured player. I did not see a...
I don't think it's going to be a penalty.
No, there was not a delayed call going on. They may talk about it. And unfortunately, I could be wrong. I believe it's clearly a knee injury. I believe it's Avery Byer.
No, it was... Oh, it could be. I thought it was Relo.
It might be. I couldn't tell. He's definitely got a 2 on his number, but I couldn't tell if it was 2 or 12.
They going to call a penalty on us?
I don't know.
I don't think they can, right?
Well, they certainly can, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
It was a collision more than anything else.
Yeah.
But what I'm concerned about is the way the crowd reacted to it. I wonder if he didn't already have like a gimpy knee or something.
Oh, right. Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Or if he'd had a previous injury, because it was like the crowd said, "Oh no, not again," was kind of the reaction that I felt like they were given.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's okay.
So obviously he's being attended to right now. And I would imagine his day is done. They're pulling some tape off. And taking a look underneath his knee pad, shin pad. It is Relo, I'm almost sure.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Yeah, because I can't see the number, but it looks like there are 2 of them. And if there's 2 numbers, it's 12. I saw it 2.
What are they doing? Why is he opening the door?
I don't know.
I don't like that.
Unless they're opening it so that, well, the one linesman opened the door so he could sit down in the penalty box.
Oh, maybe he opened it up so the other guy can sit down.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah, it is real low. Okay.
Definitely is. And he's not putting any weight on that knee. Looks like they're going to take him right to the locker room.
Yeah. Hopefully he's okay.
Absolutely. Certainly think he's done for the afternoon. Whether or not he'll be okay to go tomorrow, I have no idea either. The doors are closing, so I think you can feel better.
Assume there's no penalty being called on us. But we still are down with 2 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the game. Out shooting 31-25. Jets have played, unfortunately, 2 really bouncy pucks off their backboard. Their active boards have gained them 2 of their goals. So let's see what we can do here.
Yeah. Lemke with the puck, trying to play it ahead. Goes into the zone. Lee over there. Brody had it taken away. Comes up the near side boards. Kept in by Ignachev. Now down low, Lee. He'll walk in front. Tried to center one. It's still loose. Backhand shot, Kaufman.
Oh, that's a good.
It's still loose.
Interference by the guy in the goal, the kid in the net. Seriously, he's made the save. I guess he can make it.
I was just going to say, there's nothing stopping you. The only thing you can't do is cover
it. Right.
Yeah, is close your hand on the puck, and now there's going to be an icing call.
So, the Jets got a little unlucky. 2 active boards, 1 off the pipe, and a goal taken away.
So we had 2
off the pipe that rolled to the back of the, rolled across the line.
So we had. In this game, we've had 2 goals that were scored because of just defensive lapses for the Jets. Those were the first 2. Then we had 2 goals that were scored off of pucks that went off the end boards and came back out in front.
Right.
And they had somebody there.
Whitrock's in here now for he's took.
Well, he's out there with Lobov.
Yeah, he took Eckelman's spot. Yeah.
Eckelman.
But that was he just didn't see he went back to Makowitz and there was a Mason City guy was right there covering him, you know.
In the meantime, they have the puck, but it comes loose and Lobov there. Up ahead for Whitrock. We'll have to keep an eye on Zach Pedersen as we get closer. We're down to 1 minute and 37 seconds. Back behind the net. Now into the corner. They play it around on the near side, and it's going to come out to
Pedersen was going to come out, but now he's going back.
And they shoot it wide. Makowitz over there. He'll play it up ahead. And Ibis will backhand it in. Now Pedersen does go to the bench. So
now
an
he's
empty
going.
net. Medlin plays it up the boards, and it comes loose. And Bieber in the middle, and a backhand shot is wide. Off the stick of Cervantes. Now the Jets come back the other way. Ibis catch up with his own pass. He was actually looking for Kaufman, but he didn't expect it. And Ibis still with it. We're down to the last minute of play. Jets trailing by a goal with the 6th attacker out. Sends it back of the net, Whitrock. He's being checked over there on the play. It comes loose. Ibis backhand. Oh, he put it behind the net. We get a whistle. I think the net's
off again. Here we go. Yeah,
this time the net,
that one's off.
Yeah, it definitely is off this time. Oh, you might as well blow it now. Boy, could you imagine if another one had gone in and they had to wave it off too? So as you said, we're going to get a timeout now from the Jets. So as you said, or we talked about this, you had 2 goals on defensive lapses, 2 goals on pucks that went off the end boards. We had a goal waved off that probably shouldn't have been because the net came off right as the same time as the goal was being scored.
Right.
And we had a post hit with the rebound going literally right across the goal line, spinning across the goal line.
Yeah, right.
Before knocking out of harm's way. They still are in, distance where they could potentially tie the game up. 43.5 seconds left to go. Trailing by 1. They've never led in this game. They've trailed by 1 3 times, actually 4 times, and have trailed by 2 once.
Right, yeah. And they got 43 seconds to tie this baby up and put in overtime. Let's see if we can do it. If not, it is what it is. It's a long season. It's only the 2nd loss. They'll be 3-2.
They do have an offensive face-off here.
Play tomorrow. See what happens.
They're sending out Whitrock, Lobov, Makowitz, Kaufman, Goodwin, and it looks like Ibis,
Yeah,
who is going to play on the point.
The key right here has got to be, the key right here, it's kind of like the power play.
Yeah, they're sending Goodwin over there.
That's going to be the key right there.
It comes back out to Ibis. His shot was blocked. It comes out to center. Still 35 seconds left to go, though. Up ahead, Goodwin for Kaufman. Got it to Whitrock into the zone for Lobaugh. Lobaugh was taken down. Got it to Kaufman. He'll walk in front. Had it swept away from him, but it's kept by Ibis. Puck stays in the zone. Goes back of the net. Makowitz centers one. Couldn't get a stick on it. Whitrock was in the general vicinity. Puck down to 15 seconds left to go. Ibis plays it back of the net. Again, it's Makowitz. He couldn't do anything with it. It sent the length of the ice. This is going to be icing. And now they wave off icing, and so that's going to do it. It didn't go far enough. And the buzzer sounds, and the Kansas City Jets have dropped a difficult one to the Mason City Mohawks. 4-3 the final score. So I do hope this doesn't end up being the one that got away later on in the season. Right. As you know, Gary, a lot of times that'll happen. A game that seems maybe not a significant game, but then later on it's something that you're waiting for for seeding or any number of other things. So this one ends up in the loss column.
Well, Joe, let me just say this. We're in a really tough division this year, and so we're not going to get any easy points.
This is the divisional game, as you know.
So bottom line is you come up here tomorrow. Anytime you go on the road against a tough team and split, that's fine. So we need to get tomorrow's win and go from there.
Well, that is definitely the case. On the other hand, you're hoping for better two 1-goal losses here on Saturday. But
right.
They do have the good news is we played early, so they've got a long day to rest up. And even though it's early games tomorrow, 8:30 and 10:30.
Yeah, we're coming over to the Bulls game tonight, so
yeah,
I'm sure they won't be as excited to come to that game as they would have been.
I was just going to say.
So, all right, Joe. Well, we'll see you in the morning.
Okay, 4-3 the final score. Thanks for joining us, and we'll be back with more of the Jets Hockey Network as they take on these Mason City Mohawks again tomorrow here on Kansas City Jets Hockey.
What happened to your passing? You got to support the puck. Do I have to tell you this? And we're getting killed on the boards. This is your territory, Grimson. Do your job. Grimson.
Hello? Oh, hi, honey. What? Al? All right. The itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the spout again.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too, sweetheart. Hey, it's my girl. You know, my daughter.
Love. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.